Hello, everyone, and welcome to our sneak peek of Snar. Can't even get the name right. Star Citizen. So, I've played this. Well, I haven't actually played it, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, when did I play this? I played this during the free weekend, so July 18th to the 22nd, I do believe. Possibly just the 25th, but I'm not actually that far yet in my time stream. You guys are obviously a little bit ahead of me. But I just wanted to note this stuff down for the record. So, what do I think of Star Citizen? Well, let's go into it so I can explain my conniptions with it. So, why do I say I haven't exactly played it? Well, it's not really a game. So, my first mistake, and I think everyone is in the same boat, is you go for the top listing, right? Because it's the top listing. What else would you do? So then, of course, you go into it. It turns out that's not actually where you want to go, but I'll explain why when we get there. Loading times are so-so. It's the CryEngine. I mean, it's not anything too demanding. I realize CryEngine is pretty much the default standard for demanding. I mean, after all, Crysis is built on the CryEngine, and that's pretty much where you go when you want to really test out your system. But loading time should be okay since it's on my SSD. This screen right here, I haven't been able to do that yet in the game. So what is this? This is a first-person flight simulator. Ostensibly. Right now, this is an alpha, so you got to give them a little bit of leeway here. Right now, this is a tech demo. This is not actually a game. This is purely, can we put the graphics and assets in place so people can actually run it on their systems? The answer, fortunately, seems to be yes. Not long loading times notwithstanding. It seems to be yes. It seems to be that, yes, we can totally do it. We can totally make things look pretty and look awesome. The ships pretty much look like this, as far as I could tell anyway. So when we first go in here, as we slowly go in, so this is the first area. We have a bunch of people, also suckers. Hi, suckers. The reason why these guys are suckers is because they did the same thing I did when I first went in here. And they picked the first thing. Now, this is still pretty cool. You get to walk around. You notice that our walk is a little bit uneven. That's kind of mimicking the way things are when you walk around in the real world. It just looks weird in first-person view, right? It looks like we're... I don't know. It looks like we're hobbled. You know what this looks like? This looks like Junkrat in Overwatch, and he has an excuse, because he has a wooden leg. So this all looks cool, right? I mean, I got to admit that the graphics in this game are pretty awesome. I mean, I like the look of everything here. If this was a real world, I'd be happy to live here. Now, granted, this does look like the slums. I'm just saying. But the nice thing is, I mean, the world goes on a little farther than you actually need it to. And there's no collision, by the way. He didn't run into me. He ran through me. So you can actually go into, like, the side alleys. And it really looks like a place you wouldn't want to go because you might get mugged. Yeah, this obviously goes much, much further than it really needs to establish the world. Most games, to be fair, would probably cut you off at the market. This actually goes a lot further than I thought it did. There's a dead end over there. Okay. They will dead end, though. But this isn't actually the game. I mean, I guess it is kind of sort of the game. It's part of the game. In the release game, the idea, from what I understand, and I am not a backer of Star Citizen, so this is a totally new look for me. I've heard all the hype, but I've never actually, like, gone into the game. So this is my first, like, look at it. And as a first impression, I gotta say, as a tech demo, I'm impressed by the tech. I am suitably impressed. Now, you can go into each one of these stores and buy stuff. The trick is whether or not they're going to let us. A lot of the storefronts are here, but they don't actually appear to let you do anything yet. But still, as a tech demo, whether or not they're actually doing the loading properly, all that wonderful stuff, it seems to be doing pretty well. So like here would be where you'd buy your brand new ship. You can't do that now, but you know, you should be able to, theoretically, buy your ship here, you know, talk to sales vendors, set things up. you know, all that wonderful stuff. You should be able to go up to like this guy and say, hey dude, I want to buy stuff. But we can't do that. We can't even get to this guy. I could run towards the counter, but I can't actually do anything. So yeah, there's nothing here to actually do. Oh, actually, that guy just logged out. I mean, you can talk to other people. You can see local chat going nuts. That's pretty much how it goes. However, this is not the game that I imagined when I thought of Star Citizen. Now, as a citizen, it's nice to be able to walk around in town. That's fair. Going to shops. There's a store around here we can use, and I forget which one it is. But I mean, granted, this is just stuff, right? I mean, there's a bar over there you want to go to. There's stuff, okay? You can look at the stuff. Now I've completely turned myself around. Which... Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, that's where we want to go. So yeah, so theoretically there's a first-person shooter element in the game as well as the actual, you know, flight sim pieces, which is pretty cool. It's supposed to be seamless. That sounds pretty awesome. Probably not actually something we're going to do, though. Mostly because the first-person elements aren't actually in the game yet. So we should be able to get a hover over this, which I do not have for some reason. Could be there's too many people here. I can't get... Okay, there really should be something like right there. That's a problem. Okay. Well, we can escape and get out, I guess. So exit to menu, yes. There really should have been an option in the elevator. There was like 2 hours ago, so I don't know what happened. That's okay. We'll go into the universe. Basically, the elevator lets you choose between these two. So we could have just picked Portala Star and gone in that way. Okay, so this is the game that everyone's really familiar with, and this is a little buggy. That's okay. That happens. It's alpha. And alpha, of course, if you guys are not familiar, alpha is when they don't quite have all the features yet, but it's at least in a state that's more or less stable. More or less being the key operative term there. So then, obviously, not everything's in yet. The flight sim pieces are kind of there. The controls are mostly there. The first-person shooter element isn't, but at least you can get people walking around. The unstable walking, I think, is actually a design choice. I don't think that's by accident. I think they actually meant to do that. And to be fair, a lot of times in first-person shooters, not having that kind of step makes it seem very floaty. So at least this way you can tell I'm stepping here, 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 left, right, left, right. You can definitely call it out that way. I don't know if you noticed, but everybody starts with the right foot forward. It's kind of a weird thing to notice in a video game. It's like, hey, wait a minute. Everybody's right-handed. That's so weird. That's not always true, but stereotypically, if you're right-handed, your right foot goes first and then your left foot. It actually takes conscious effort to go left, right, as opposed to right, left. And I'm just babbling here because I'm waiting for the loading screen. Now, to be fair here, the last loading screen was big because it was loading that entire small subsection of the city. Not just the one store we went to. There were like 6 stores there. There's like a clothing store, a spacesuit store, a gun store, a bar, and then the ship store that has the ship spinning around that we saw. There's also a trade and looks like a stock market, I think, where I think you go in and buy like actual trade. So in here, that's actually loading like a full station. So we'll explore a little bit more of the station just so we get an idea. You always do this when you first log in. Even if you die, you always start right here where you wake up. Now, what's interesting is when you wake up, I don't know if you guys noticed, there was actually an alarm right above the bed that seems to indicate there's going to be some kind of story for maybe a single player. I don't know. That's pure speculation. So we go in here, press F to use. Now we're under spacesuit. Unfortunately, you can never zoom out to see yourself, so that's just how... You can tell the spacesuit's on because we have the stuff at the bottom of the screen that kind of indicates spacesuit is on. So, where do we go from here? Well, I mean, there's a bunch of journal entries added. How do you do the journal? You do F1, which is kind of weird because F1's usually help, right? But no, not in this case. F1 is actually your in-HUD menu. So we go to our journal, and then we can see that we have some Welcome to Port Alsari, or Alsar, whatever. And so this is basically just how to access your ship. Go to the one of the ASOP terminals in the ship deck, and once selected, your ships will be delivered to an available landing pad. In the alpha, everyone has a ship. And that just went away automatically. That was weird. Okay. And then I had to go back in order to actually move. That was weird. So everyone has a ship automatically. So that's just somewhere we need to go. We can just go down to deck 1. There is no deck 2, which is kind of weird. Deck 2 and then deck 1. Just how it is. It's all right. So we can go into here. This is the ASOP terminals. So we go over here. We click on this thing. And now we can pick a ship. Now in the alpha, again, we have 3 ships available. I would assume that in the full game, you probably only have like a starter ship, and then you have to work your way up or whatever. But we'll deal with this. Why don't we just pick the Saber because it's top on the list? Now theoretically, we would have to buy like insurance as well as make sure that we got the right cost. But right now, we can just request a ship, and that will eventually work. There you go. Landing pad A04. Okay, so I can step away. There we go. So A04 is where? It's 10s. So it's got to be this way, right? It's probably a sign around here somewhere. Oh, you know what there is? You see the little blue thing on the HUD? That tells me where my ship is. So, okay, I do have a ship waiting. It's in that general direction, so I'll go this way. There we go. Okay, so A04 has got to be this way. Looks like we also have a weapons demo. Oh, we can actually go into this place. Hello, live fire weapons clerk, who I can't actually talk to. Yeah, F is supposed to be the way you interact with everybody, and that's just not how that's working. I can pick a med pin, which apparently I have equipped. So that's weird, right? I should be able to click like one of these. I can at least see what they are. That's a Devastator. Or you can inspect and buy. Okay, if I do... Okay, that's inspect when I hit F. Alright, so... Alright. I'd like to put it back down, please. Yes, it's a very pretty gun. It's funny it already has, like, scratch marks on it. You think, like, factory new would be, like, shiny and fresh, right? Alright, so if I hit, like, down, can I buy it? Tab? The trouble... Okay, so one of the troubles, rather, plural, with this game is the control scheme. And let me show you what I mean by that. If I hit escape, we can go to options, and then we will go into key binding. This is the key binding. So there is a magnifying glass when you hover over. I appreciate that because this text is super small to read, and I appreciate that it actually lets me see this stuff. This is a lot of stuff. This is basically simulator territory. I was expecting more of an arcade kind of flying, but this is definitely more... I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. A whole lot of stuff. Quantum travel system, decoupled mode toggle. I don't know what that means. Space break respawn. Okay. I'm assuming a lot of the stuff is duplicated between the flight sim aspects and the first-person shooter aspects. But really, doesn't that mean you put them on separate screens? Why would you want to put it all on the same screen? Seems weird. Advanced control customization. So it looks like you can, in fact, customize whatever you want to do. So right alt and double tap I. That's weird, right? I guess that makes absolutely sure you want to eject, but doesn't hitting 2 keys already kind of indicate that? I'm very confused. I mean, the left self-destruct, you don't have to double tap anything. Now, granted, they probably ran out of keys on the freaking 256 key keyboard, mind you. But yeah, there's a lot of controls. You can customize your heart content though, so you got to give them props with that. I don't remember if it actually changes up. Let's I don't remember if it changes the graphic. I think it's actually a graphic. I don't think it's dynamic, but we can verify that. So pitch up is usually done by the mouse, so I don't want to mess with that too much. Here we go, roll left. So we'll change roll left to, I don't know, shift Z. Oh, can't, huh? Nope. Okay. Set double tap. Yeah, okay. We'll do Q double tap, okay? So then, if we go back, and then we go to... Oh, we had to go back, huh? Okay, then go back to the key binding. And we look at Q. It just says roll left. Okay, so this is just an image. That makes sense. Making that dynamic would actually be a huge pain in the ass. Now I don't remember where that was. Was that flight view or flight? Might have been flight view. No, it wasn't flight view. It was flight movement. That's where it was. I want to change it back because double tap's a bad idea. A double click to rebind, and then we rebind to Q. Hold on. No. So double tap that, go to Q. Input is already used by the following. Okay, so yeah, it just does that. So can we just... And I want to say yes, but I also want to just default. Oh. Control powerful. Yeah, there we go. Reset to defaults. There we go. That's probably safer. I don't understand what this means, but sure, import. I think that just imported the default. Okay. So, I mean, the control scheme is hugely complicated. Eventually, I'll get it, but I have no chance of doing that right now. Okay, so there's our ship right there, right? There's our Aegis Saber. So let's go get our ship. What I do like is the airlock system. I think it's awesome. You can also die pretty easily. I mean, I like the sign there. Danger spacesuit required. That's great. But yeah, the airlock system's pretty good. And plus the frosting over the glass in the visor and the fact the sound kind of goes away. Kind of goes away. It doesn't really go away. There's no silence in space, unfortunately. But, you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, so here we are, like, out on the deck, which is great. Okay, so let's just climb into our ship here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. Hit F. We go and climb in. F is used for use. All right, so now we're going to fly around a little bit, and so we'll see what's around here. I mean, there is no, like, story or objectives or anything we can actually do, but, you know, we can at least get off the ground here. Okay. Combat assist, that's pretty good. Okay, so I do remember that spacebar was strafe up, so that'll pretty much handle us for boosting off the ground. Okay, that's a little bit more... Okay, landing gear automatically retracted. I appreciate that. Okay, so we can zoom around. I'm hitting W here so I can move forward, and I think it's working. Let me adjust the pitch here. Yeah, there we go. Fly around. Okay, Q doesn't seem to be working. I think I've actually broken Q, which is pretty funny. We can, of course, smash into the station if we really wanted to. What I don't actually want to do that. What I want to do is see if I can fire. Okay, I would expect that to be mouse bar, but it totally isn't. So now I don't know what it could possibly be. All right, so we have a navigation system, right? All right, there's something way over there that I'm supposed to go to, I guess. I can only imagine that's why it's green and on my HUD. 18 kilometers away at this speed would pretty much drive me crazy because that number is not ticking down at all. So maybe we hit like B. Select destination. I want to select that destination over there. Comare? Yeah, sure. Why not? Not actually doing anything. The trouble is there's no tutorial. And that's really dragging this down for me because... Oh, I think... You have to only select a blue thing? Well, I can hover over the blue thing, but I can't select it. Maybe like enter key? Yeah, there we go. That did it. No, enter key was just for text, for talking rather. That doesn't actually help me. Obstructed. Obstructed by what? And that's really my problem with the game because this has been it. This is it. This is as far as the demo goes. Now, granted, that's pretty good. I mean, look at this. It loaded all of this during that one loading screen. Okay, let's just take that into consideration for now, okay? It's just loaded all of that. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's no game here. I can fly around, but really that's more of a tech demo than anything else, really. So that's obstructed by, like, the planet. So I wonder if there's a moon in the way of the other one. I'm going to try to do something silly here and, like, go straight towards this. But, this is it. The Star Citizen. Obviously, that's not it, like, in the larger sense. Eventually, there will be more. This is an alpha. There will be more features. There will be more everything. Apparently, someone's trying to fire at me. Is that what's happening? I mean, I hit B. Okay, B's destination thing went away. Okay. I mean, I guess I could look at the... I could look at the control options here and see what else we can do. So throttle up. I'm at full throttle right now, which is probably bad, actually, come to think of it. For just flying. Oh, no, we're okay. We went right past the satellite, so we're good. There's also probably a way to look around. This seems like a game that's prime for VR. Because then you'd be able to look around. I mean, a lot like Elite Dangerous, right? You look around in the cockpit. We can actually get out of the chair. Well, actually not in this particular model of ship. But yeah, we would have been able to get like right out of the chair. This is like a freighter or something. And then go wandering around the cabin. That is not something we're going to do, though. So let's look at, see if we can find our weapons. Seems like that should be a thing we should be able to do. So, what does this say? This says, acquire missile lock as middle mouse. Fire weapon group 1. Yeah, okay. So maybe I just couldn't fire my weapons like while I was in proximity of the space station? That kind of makes sense. Self-destruct. Yeah, that'd be fun. We might do that as like the last little bit. So UI cursor, radar cycle range, cycle targets. One thing I would love for the tech demo is to be able to do some fighting, but I haven't actually found a way to do that. Let's see. So cycle IFCS physics. I have no idea what that means. Landing system, automatic landing. Okay, one thing I haven't done is try to land back at the space station. Unfortunately, it's going to take us forever to get there. So I have no idea what like most of these mean. I don't know how to decouple a lot of things. So one thing I'd like to be able to know how to do is decouple my mouse cursor from like positioning. I have no idea how to do that. Looks like we have somebody else there. I'd love to be able to fire at them, but my guns still don't seem to work. Maybe this particular ship doesn't come with guns. Maybe I need to... Okay, I'm hitting C. I thought that was next target, but maybe it's not. What is next target? And the trouble also is going into the key binding to figure out what the hell... Okay, reticle focus, target focus, so R. And then T... So why is... Okay, so let's try cycling friendly targets, because I can only imagine that everyone from the space station is friendly. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, now he's targeted. We still can't fire at him, but that's probably for the best. Don't want to ruin anyone else's fun. This does seem to be a massively multiplayer game. And I don't know what that means, like in the larger scope of things, but... Okay, so I wonder also, are we right side up in terms of, like, landing? There's a bunch of people here. Yeah, so it's got to be it, right? Okay, so I'd like to be able to land. Space break. Okay, so I have stopped, more or less. Okay, not stopped exactly, but definitely slowed down. How do we go down, though? Okay, I just want to go a little bit fast. Just a little bit. Just tapping the throttle here. I mean, I'm going super slow here, and I can only rotate the one direction. Because my Q button's busted, I guess. Alright, so here we are. We'll cycle another target. Assuming there's just people around us. Yeah, it's people on the decks. Whether or not they're actually on the decks is another thing entirely. Okay, so how do we land? Should be like in, right? Alright, I want to land like right... Weapon mode engaged? Landing mode engaged. Okay, he's very quiet. I can barely hear him, but landing mode engaged sounds good. So I think all we need to do is get into range, and I think it'll automatically land for us. Now, probably if you're skillful enough, you don't actually need the automatic landing thing. And you can just, you know, pop right onto a landing bay, and Bob's your uncle. But Bob doesn't talk to me anymore. That's not actually true. My Uncle Bob is a nice guy. I just haven't talked to him in a while, but that's my own fault. Okay, landing gear deployed. That's good. Now slow down. Slow the fuck down. Too slow. Too slow. A little bit faster. Okay, we just need to land. Landing gear is deployed, so theoretically we just touch down. And did we actually touch down?
Landing complete.
Yes, landing complete. We actually did it. All right, now I should be able to. No, that was F. That actually got me up in the air. How the heck do I? Oh, Frel.
Complete. Landing request approved.
Land.
Gear retracted.
Nope. Landing gear retracted because I don't know what the hell happened.
Begin scan.
What happened there? Oh, I'm gonna crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Yeah, I know. Collision alert. We were okay though. We just, went by the rings a little closer than I probably should have. It's funny. I landed and then I couldn't actually get out of the cockpit. Slow down. Slow the frill down. Slow down. Okay, good. We're slowed. We're all the way slowed. Okay, so now just maybe I know I hit F. I thought F was gonna do it. I thought F was gonna get me out because F seems to do everything. There was a little bit of lag there. That was weird. Let's actually go to docking platform 9 here and see if I can land. There we go. Landing gear deployed. That's good. I like landing gear deployed. I'm probably a little steep, but I have no guidance here. Okay, am I gonna land? Am I gonna land? Please tell me that I am landed. How do I go down? X isn't it? Z is definitely not it. A just moved me to the side. That was not helpful. Okay, how the heck do I go down? I mean, I should be able to do VTO. I mean, this is a freaking spaceship. Z is free look. I did not expect that to be a toggle for free look. Okay. C is decoupled mode toggle. I have no idea what the hell that means. I can increase weapon power or decrease others. Interesting. Oh, maybe my weapon groups weren't on. That's why I couldn't fire. Okay, well, let's try that then. I mean, I want to know how to get down, but I apparently can't do that. Yeah, pin target, accept invite, reject invite, activate chat. Yaw roll. Yaw roll, really? Over there? Okay. I mean, it seems like you need your hand on the mouse and one on the keyboard, but who might have... I can guess you, man. So strafe up, but no strafe... Oh, no, control is strafe down. That's just weird, but... Oh, yeah, there we go. I probably landed a little hard there, but we got out. Okay, so now let's see... We have a way to get out of the cockpit. How do we get out of the cockpit? I expect it to be F, but that isn't actually... No, M1 exit seat. M1 exit seat. So you hit F and M1? Is that what that does? It says landing target lock on, which we did. I mean, not really, but we did. Quantum drive, exit seat. So yeah, maybe M1 and F together. So hold down M1 and then F. That is not exiting my seat. That is some kind of boost. All right. So that's not going to work. So apparently we can't land. I'm just fucked. So can I boost? I don't know if I can boost my... I'm pressing 1, but that's not actually moving my... That can't actually move my my weapon power at all. I mean, I have 100% in G1 right now. And if I hit 2, I can move to shields. I have no idea what I'm going to collide with, but okay, I'll take your word for it. And if I move to 3, I can move that. But I have no idea what G1, G2, G3 means. I would guess that would be weapons, but I got nothing. I can't fire at anything. I should be able to just free fire, but apparently I can't. Okay, so, I mean, this is Star Citizen, folks. It's very pretty. Area is not safe. Please keep moving. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. What I also want to do is also blow up. Can I blow up, please? I need to, like, double tap blow up or something like that. No, what was the blow up one? The self-destruct? Yeah, see, there's got to be, like, I don't know. I've got to print this out and be able to do this. So what is this? M2 self-destruct. See, I don't know what that means. Is it like modify with M2? So this is where advanced control customization gets in. And so we want like flight power maybe? Power presets. Okay, increase power, decrease power. Power preset. No. HUD show overview. Weapon grouping, AR mode, MOBA glass. Oh, MOBA glass is the that's F1, so that was the AR mode, kind of, sorta. Scoreboard, which doesn't matter for us right now. We're in a commander on foot, EVA. We can actually go EVA. That'd be fun. There's actually ground vehicles. They haven't showed that to us yet. Force respawn while EVA is right alt plus backspace. So I wonder if the plus indicates something that is not shown on the big giant keyboard. It's possible. So flight like defensive, I have no idea. Launch countermeasures, button 4. It's funny, I have +4, nothing happened. And then actually numpads. Okay, numpads for shields kind of makes sense. It's very X-Wing. Launch missiles, button 3, which I don't believe you, but okay. Fire weapons, targeting, movement. I would expect one of these to be, this is how you blow up your ship. But I don't actually see it there. It's keyboard and mouse. I mean, I guess I could plug in my controller, but it seems a little late to do that now. So I don't think there's actually a way to do it. And I think that the that I actually paused my movement while I was moving around. So what we can do, we can crash right into the station. Boom. Yep, there we go. Very nice, pretty explosion at least. All right, so yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. That's Star Citizen, folks. A nice tech demo. I look forward to the point where there's an actual game behind it. Maybe a tutorial. And of course, it always wakes you up right here. I guess that's not an alarm above your bed. That's just danger above your head for whatever reason. That seems weird. I like the toilet paper right next to the bed. That's poses some strange and possibly horrible questions. But anyway, yeah, I hope there's a game around this soon. This is a good tech demo. I think it's kind of a stress test too, you know, get a lot of publicity, get a lot of people in, see how much it can handle. I hope they got a lot of good data from this. But yeah, I really hope that there's a game around this soon. And it probably won't be soon. This game has been in development for 2 years now, so it's probably got another year. It usually takes about somewhere between 2 and 3 years to develop a game. They have made some great progress from their initial go, which was basically just a bunch of concept art. So, I mean, they also had a tech demo then too, but it was actually much more bare bones than this. So yeah, it's not really a game yet, and I really don't feel good saying that, because it's obvious a lot of work and love and care went into this. I mean, look at the state of that bed. Okay? I mean, that's great. There's like even an imprint on the pillow. It really looks like someone slept in that bed. That's great. You know, a lot of love and care went into this tech demo, but right now, that's all it is. Maybe eventually it'll be something more. We'll put on our helmet again. Maybe? Huh. You know, we don't actually have a helmet on right now. It's possible the game is bugged. And unfortunately, there's no mirror, so I can't tell if I'm actually wearing my spacesuit. One way to tell immediately, though, is to go outside, and if we die, then we didn't have a spacesuit on. That's not always true, though. I have seen some people wandering around without spacesuits on, and they were wandering around outside. It does happen. These things do happen. Of course, we don't have a ship. We could possibly try to steal someone else's, but I don't think that actually works. Yeah, so we'll follow this guy. That guy is going to the weapons locker. So we'll actually go through here and see if we depressurize to death. It's possible. Yeah, so I really hope they put a game around this. I love flight sims. The flight controls seem a little more simulatory. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just straight up gonna die. Yep, didn't have my helmet on. That'll happen pretty much every time. Unless you're a god, which we don't happen to be. I love flight sims. I love arcadey flight sims more than actual like simulations, but I could get behind like a decent flight sim. I could possibly do that. Now there's just going to be ringing in our ears for pretty much the rest of the time. No, there we go. We're fine. Yeah. So this is Star Citizen, folks. It's neat. If you have a chance, I suggest maybe checking out a demo and seeing if you like it. But right now, it's definitely just a tech demo. Maybe when it gets to be an actual game, I will play it, and that would be cool. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Star Citizen. I'm PC Universe. You're PC Universe 2, and I will see you guys next time.